Good morning. Happy Monday. Let's begin by sitting on your heels. If this is not comfortable for you, you can put a block either on the flat side or even on the higher end, or maybe even 2 blocks if you have 2 blocks. Place it between your feet and then sit with your knees together. So you want to have the alignment from the hip, center of your hip, all the way to the center of your knees. And sitting here with your hands on your thighs, rooting the sitting bones. So you have to sit on high enough so that you can really release the sitting bones to the floor. And from that foundation, this is your foundation. The shins, the top of your feet, the sitting bones pressing against the block. From that foundation, you want to lengthen the spine. And begin to observe the quality of your breath as you begin this session. Is your breath tense? Does the breath feel easy? All these sensations that the breath creates are information about where you are in your body today on Monday. This is Monday. I know it's hard to remember which day we are in this time of isolation, when one day just flows into the next day. So this is Monday. Let's just extend the right arm over your head. And then place your left hand on the floor and begin to just stretch to your side. And you may even bend the elbow a little bit to go deeper into the stretch. But as you stretch into your left side, you want to keep pressing the right sitting bone to the block. And then begin to sort of look up, look under the armpit. And then pull yourself back up and stretch your left arm up. And then stretch to your side. You go to a place where you feel is okay. You may go deeper. And then begin to look underneath the armpits, twisting toward the ceiling. Breathing in and breathing out. And then coming back up. Place your hands back onto your thighs. And now let's extend both arms out. So you start with the palms facing down, but then turn the palms up and extend the arms out to the side and begin to bring them straight up to the ceiling. So now if this is really hard for you to keep the arms straight when the arms are closer to each other, you can keep the arms slightly out. As out as you need to for comfort, but keep reaching out to the side, and then keep that reaching as you maybe bring the arms a little closer to each other. You're going to bring the palms together. You're going to exhale, bringing the palms to the center of your heart. You're going to inhale, the arms up, exhale. Inhale, the arms up, exhale. Begin to feel the opening in the rib cage as you inhale, the arms up, and then exhale. Maintain the lift of your spine. Let's do this one more time. Inhaling, the arms up. Now look up at your hands, and then exhale. Bringing the arms back to the center of your heart. Pause there. Take a couple of breaths here. Again, rooting the sitting bones to the block, lifting the sternum to your hand. So if your thumb touches your center of your sternum, you want to lift there. And then you're going to exhale the arms by your side. You're going to move the block to the side. Come to your hands and knees. And tuck your toes under and press to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And let's explore the pose here. Extending the spine, extending the arms, extending the legs. So you want to feel the lift in this pose from the center of your hands all the way up the arms to the shoulders. And you want to feel the rooting of your feet, pressing the front of your thighs back toward the hamstring. You are trying to bring your heels toward the floor. I mean, you can see my heels don't really touch the floor, but that doesn't matter. What matters is the direction, understanding the intention. Now you're going to walk your feet back a little bit more, and this is a little bit slightly more extended downward facing dog. You're going to inhale forward to a plank, holding the plank, and then exhale, downward facing dog. And again, inhale to your plank, exhale, downward facing dog. Now walk your left foot a little bit more forward and stretch your right leg back up into three-legged dog. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly lower the leg down. And now step your right foot a little bit more forward and then stretch your left leg up. And bring the leg down. And now let's walk your hands back to your feet. Place your hands on in the back of your ankles, or you could have your hands on the floor, or you could have your hands in the back of your calves. But now once you're here, notice I'm hanging back a little bit. I want to shift the weight forward to the ball of the feet. Open the elbows out to the side. Release the crown of your head. Keep lifting there, the front of your thighs up. Keep spreading the sitting bones. Keep the head freely releasing from the neck. Be mindful of your breath. And now you're going to let go of your ankles, bend your knees, come into a chair pose. Holding the pose. And then exhale, come down to forward bend. Walk your hands forward, back to downward facing dog. Stepping your right foot forward, pause there, land in the spine. Step your left foot forward. Inhaling, stretch your spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch the spine. Exhale, your left foot back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to your knees. Bring the toes together. And stretch to child's pose. So now that we warmed up the body, we are going to do side floor stretches. But we're going to begin first with some strengthening of the back muscles. So you're going to lie down on your belly. Place your forehead on your hands. And here let the elbows be wide. And your legs hip width apart. And now begin to just stretch the right leg slightly off the floor. Lower the leg down. Stretch the left leg slightly off the floor. Bring it down. Let's do that one more time on the side. Right leg up. Left leg up. Push back to your hands and knees. Step your right foot forward. You're going to release here into a low lunge. Some people call that a running lunge, which is not a yoga term. Just a low lunge. So you stretching the quads. And then you're going to stretch back and sit on your heel, on your left heel, and then you're going to flow back forward, coming to downward facing dog. Coming back to your knees, stepping the left foot forward, lengthening the spine, releasing forward in that low lunge, and then pressing back to downward facing dog. Coming back to your knees, we're now going to lie down on the back. So have your blocks, either pillows or blocks, this is as good. Okay, you're going to lie down on your back and you're going to take your strap. You're going to start with both legs together and the arms extended over your head. Now as you extend, you're going to bring your right knee in, lift the head and shoulders up and bring your knee and forehead together, engage the core muscles. Inhaling, exhale. Exhaling, left knee in, engage the core muscles. Inhaling, extend. Exhaling, right knee in. Inhaling. Exhaling, left knee in. Inhaling. And pause there with the arms over your head, reaching back. Now you're going to take a block between your hands. You're going to hold the block this way, right over your head. Press your palms against the block. Keep your big toes touching, big toe mount touching, and then begin to stretch the arms over your head. Keep pressing against the block. Bring the arms back up. And repeat this. Keep the belly engaged as you breathe. Coming back up. Let's do this one more time. And bring the arms back up. Press the block on the right side of your hip. Take the strap, press it around the ball of the foot. Hold on to the strap. Try to hold on to the strap as close to your foot as you can so that your arm is straight and there is sort of a relationship between the leg extending up and the arm stretching. So you're not really pulling really hard, but you are pressing. When you press your heel toward the ceiling and you move your toes toward your head so that you feel that stretch in your calves. And then bring the leg out to the side. Use the block there to support the leg. Really, that's there to support the hip joint. Bring the leg back to the center. Okay, now let's flow using the breath. You're going to inhale to the center. Exhale, bring the leg out to the side. Inhale the leg back to the center. Exhale the leg out to the side. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling out to the side. Now you're going to bring the leg back up to your side as you inhale. You're going to hold on to the belt, to your strap with your left hand. And then you're going to bring the leg slightly across So we're not going into a twist. So you want to that other rotation of the right leg. So you may feel a lot of stretch in the glutes and mostly your hamstring. You continue to press your heel up and stretch the toes toward your head. Now as you begin to feel more comfortable in that stretch, it won't happen that fast. So if you are playing this video, you may want to pause the video and just keep on stretching until we move on to the second side. So you go to, when you feel that the stretch is becoming a little more comfortable, then move the leg toward your head a bit more, any amount that you can, and then begin to bring the leg across, try to keep the leg straight, and then extend your right arm, turn your head to the opposite. Now, if it's hard for you to have the leg on the floor, then have the block there to support the leg. Once again, you may pause the video and take a few breaths here until your body adjusts to the stretch. And now let's return back to the center. Now let's see, can you let go of the strap? And this is, for some of you, may be able to do that, is grab the big toe. So if we did that the first time around, it may have been a little more difficult, but now your muscles are starting to respond, so bring the leg a little closer, and then bring the leg out to the side. And again, you can definitely keep using the strap if you need to. Now bring the leg back to the center. You'll grab the outside of your foot, or grab the big toe, or use the strap, and bring the leg across. And again, you can have that block, so that the foot is on top of the block. And then let's slowly come back up to the center and joyfully give the knee a hug. And now extend your right leg on the floor, extend both arms over your head, stretch, and observe the sensation, the difference between the right side and the left side. Now let's bring the left knee in and place the strap around the ball of the foot. Again, you're trying to hold the strap as close to the foot as you can, and then push your foot up into the strap until your leg is fully extended. Then press your heel up to the ceiling and press your toes toward your head. Now keep the right leg fully extended, so that right leg is now relaxing. Okay. So let's exhale the leg out to the side. Inhale back to the center. Remember that block should be right at the hip joint. Okay, exhaling out to the side. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling. And inhaling. Let's do this one more time. Exhale to the side. And inhale to the center. Now let's take the strap in your right hand, pull the leg a bit more toward you, and then bring your leg across into a twist. I forgot, before you do that, just bring the leg across a little bit to begin to wake up your hamstring. Bring the leg back to the center. And then you can bring your leg all the way across. And again, this is a place where you may wish to pause the video and just stay in that stretch long enough to feel the body releasing. And then bring your leg back up to the center. Now you can let go of the strap, or you can hold on to the strap. If your leg goes, grab your big toe and bring your leg out to the side again. It's just what you did before. Breathing in and breathing out. Now bring the leg back to the center. You're going to grab your leg. So sometimes it's really hard to get into this twist, especially on this side for me. It's much more challenging. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold on to the outside of my knee, bring the leg across, and then grab my foot. You want to keep that left shoulder related to the floor. And then slowly come back up. Bend both knees into your chest. And stretch your legs. And your arms over your head. From this position, you can move the blocks out of the way and clean your straw. Okay, what we're going to do, you're going to bend your knees and plant the feet. And have your knees together. So you're going to stretch your right leg so that both knees are flush with each other. Run your arms to the ceiling. And then begin to pull yourself up, reaching for your foot. If you can grab the foot, then you grab it. And you hold there. You can concentrate on the stretching through the heel, lifting the sternum, keeping the chest open as much as you can, and then letting go of the foot in, and then back down, bending your knee, replacing the foot on the floor, stretch to the other side, then arms to the ceiling, pulling yourself up, grabbing your foot if you can. Again, you don't have to grab your foot, you could just stay here. But if you can grab the foot or use a strap, again, anytime you need to pause a video to get those things that you need to do the exercise, then you do that. Okay, this is a flowing practice that you can control at any time you follow this video. And now slowly release back down to the floor, stretch both legs. Now let's bend both knees, bring your arms to the ceiling, pull your head off the floor, pull the knees in, and then slowly bring yourself into boat pose. Bending the knees in, release down, extend the arms over your head. Let's do this one more time. Bring the arms up to the ceiling, lift the head and shoulders up, bring the knees in, and then extend the leg into the boat pose. Breathing here. And then release back down. Stretch your legs on the floor. Extend the arms out to the side. Let's bring the right knee in. Grab the knee with your left hand and just gently bring your knee across. So here this is a gentle stretch. Come back to the center. Extend both arms over your head. Extend the arms out to the side. Bend your left knee, grab your knee with your right hand and bring your knee across. You may find a little bit more freedom in your body. And then come back to the center. Extend both arms over your head. And then come up into the boat pose. Cross the legs. You're going to roll over your feet. And come to downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Come to your knees. Stretching child's pose. And then sit up. And let's take the position we had at the beginning of class, which is either sitting on your heels or sitting on a block. Okay, so take the time to feel comfortable in your seated position. Have your hands on your thighs. Pressing your hands against each other. Press there, lift the sternum. So the chin is slightly elevated. The sternum is lifting. Bring the palms together. And just honor yourself. Bow to yourself with gratitude. Namaste. Thank you very much. So you know this is a type of workout. You can do as many reps as you want. You could even start this video by doing your own sun salutations. I know some of you like to have that vigorous feeling when you do chaturanga, dandasana, and the forward bend, the upward facing dog. So you can definitely do that before you start a routine. Okay? So thank you very much.